Good morning, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today we're going to kind of a unique show here. So I was contacted, quite a few months ago by a gentleman named Ronnie Neuhauser, who apparently watches the show. And he let me know of the fact that he's got kind of his own little record label, website, and a couple bands that he is in that he performs and records with, and he was interested in sending a whole boatload of the materials to me to take a look at, to listen to. Sent me this very cool shirt to hopefully do a show here talking about. So it's taken me a little while because, quite frankly, he sent a whole box full of stuff. So I did want to give him some love here on the channel, and I felt now the time was right. So again, it's Ronnie Neuhauser. And the name of the website is nocheez.com. That's NOCHEEZ as in zebra.com. So Ronnie is a guitar player, multi-instrumentalist, and vocalist. He's got a couple bands. So he's got the Cheese Orchestra, is one. He's got the Styrocultural Antidote, which is another. So the Cheez Orchestra is kind of almost like this big band conglomeration. The best way I can describe it is kind of like avant-garde, avant-jazz, avant-rock, kind of 80s Frank Zappa, socio-political humor and music, right? Vaudevillian, theatrical. It's very hard to describe. Lots of different vocalists, male and female, lots of different instrumentalists, big kind of productions, really theatrical and vaudevillian, like I said, but lots of kind of cool, funny bits, very similar to like Frank Zappa's 80s material, right? So then you got the Styrocultural Antidote, which is basically his kind of like instrumental power trio. All right, kind of fusiony. Kind of, I would think like maybe some, the instrumental Steve Vai, a little bit of Frank Zappa thrown in, a little Satriani, a little bit of Brand X, that sort of thing. Then he also has the Fee Fi Fo band, which is more of kind of like a kind of like world music, right? Still kind of avant-garde, but more world music, more acoustic elements. Spoken word, narration, and vocals, that sort of thing. So I did want to kind of give him a little love today and show off some of this stuff. I'm going to start off with the material that really kind of resonated with me the most. And that is his Styrocultural Antidote band. All right, so here, and I mean, we got releases. Sorry, so I'm assuming this is the first one. So this is Ronnie I'll read it exactly as it says. Ronnie Neuhauser's Congregation Against Styrocultural Brain Damage. So I guess this was probably the first in the series. Okay, so there he is there. Very good guitar player. Really good guitar player. If you like that kind of like wild and crazy kind of Steve Vai type of guitar style with lots of cool runs and really good riffs and whammy bars and all that kind of stuff mixed with the Frank Zappa kind of intricate compositional, insanity. That's what you kind of get here. So this is, and you got like a couple of, and so what's interesting about a lot of the music on a lot of these albums is he divides the albums up in acts, right? So here you got 1, 2, 3, 4 acts. You got Act 1, Convocation for the Disgruntled. Act 2, Bile from the Belly of the Jackal. Act 3, The Unanswered Question. And Act 4, Styrocultural Antidote, right? And that kind of was the basis for him putting together that actual band. So an interesting little package here. So you don't usually see this, right? Kind of cool, but really good music. Like I said, great guitar playing, lots of intricate arrangements and, complex time signatures and all that kind of stuff. So that is that one. And then we've got, 2009, 2008. All right, so next we're going to go Stupid Like Cow. So this is actual Ronnie Neuhauser's Styrocultural Antidote. So again, basically power trio stuff. You got 10 tracks on here. So this features Ronnie on guitars, Fran Moranti on drums, Mike Perez on bass, with Steve Clark as a guest bassist on a couple tracks as well. Really good. Like I said, really good gymnastic riffing. Very, very guitar centered, but great bass playing. Think of, like I said, I was listening to this and I think of like Brand X without the keyboards. All right. Very groove laden, kind of jazzy, lots of rock, little bits of prog, just a very, very enjoyable listen if you like kind of power trio fusion. All right. So then there's that one. And then you have Ballet of the Elephant, which was from 2009. Again, kind of a similar thing here. So, and great song titles. I Want an Easter Egg, Fee Fi Fo, What the Fum, Ballet of the Elephant, Guitar Ajar, From the Trough, Mad Cow, Shangri-La, Here Come the Suits, oddly enough, New Day of Movement. And again, very cool, very complex tracks on here. Lot going on, lots of good guitar soloing and riffing. The bass is just wonderful, intricate drums. These are really exceptional albums. Really exceptional albums. So I would highly recommend checking those out. And then there is the Styrocultural Antidote bootlegs. Okay, volume 1. So this is basically this is from 2002. Excerpts from the Center for Free Thought. So here's 5 tracks recorded. These excerpts taken from a rehearsal from December 19, 2002. So some early recordings of some of the tracks that would wind up on these later albums. So that's pretty neat to check out too, to see where some of these songs kind of came from. All right, then we got the Fee Fi Fo Band, Life on Planet. This is from 2016. I believe this is the most recent thing that we've gotten here. So this is, like I said, the Fee Fi Fo Band. All right, and that is comprised of Ronnie on acoustic electric guitars, vocals, flutes, and other things. You got John Papa White on lead vocals as well as spoken word vocals, recorder, Fred Melito on acoustic bass and electric bass, James Moss on percussion and all sort of didgeridoo and other things. And you got a bunch of guests on flugelhorns and vocals and all sorts of other stuff here. Like I said, this is more kind of like world music. Very, very cool artwork on here. Nice little presentation. Some spoken word, some regular vocals, lots of acoustic guitar layers, different types of instrumentation. Very pleasing listen, very different from the other stuff here. So what's really cool is he's got these 3 bands that sound really nothing alike. And then we have the zaniest out of all of them. So this is the No Cheese Orchestra. And I'm probably not going to get these in the right order here. But anyway, so we've got, this is Mumarts and Begarts. Okay, and this is from, what year is this? 2010. Okay, then you got Musings in 3 movements. Actually seems like 4, but it's called 3 movements. All right, and then, and I think this is from 2006. This is the shirt he actually sent me. So War and Pom-Poms. And then we've also got a DVD CD set called Live at the Corner Pocket. All right. Which is pretty cool. Hearing them recreate this stuff live on stage and watching it is pretty intense. But this is, like I said, these albums are more, I get like a big, like, you know, Frank Zappa in the 80s when Frank was doing, like, he had this big band and he's doing, you know, a lot of the little talking in between songs when they would play live, you know, making fun of the government, making fun of, you know, actors and actresses, all, you know, a lot of socio-political commentary, very funny, tongue-in-cheek lyrics, lots of, you know, bombastic arrangements that mixes jazz and rock and avant-garde, right? That's kind of what you get here. I'm guessing that Ronnie is a big Zappa fan. He has to be. If he's not, I'd be totally shocked. But if you love Zappa's 80s stuff, you love the kind of just off the wall presentation that you would get with Frank in those days. That's kind of what you get here. I picture this music playing on like a stage, kind of like done like vaudeville style, right? You got like actors and actresses and musicians all kind of running around the stage playing and singing their parts. It's wacky stuff, but very, very cool. Lots of great instrumentation on these. So again, you know, you got like, all right, let me just pull this one out here so I can kind of read you what we got going on. So we got the basic band is Ronnie on guitars. You got Fred Melito on bass. You got Jeffrey Halloran on vocals and assorted other things. Jason Gavin on drums and percussion. Trisha Rattle, it looks like, on vocals and other assorted things. And then you got a whole list of guests on different types of vocals and stuff like that and other instrumentation. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff here. And like I said, this is from 2014, the DVD, the live thing, which is very cool. Also, you get both the DVD and the CD. And it's got the same, usual cast of characters, a lot of the tracks that make up some of these other albums. And again, just really fast. If you're watching this show and you're interested in checking out a great indie artist and the cast of musicians that he performs in a bunch of different bands with, that is like very different from the norm, off the wall, and you really want to give a great indie artist a shot, go to nocheez.com, NOCHEEZ.com. Check out and purchase some of this stuff because I think it warrants your attention. Really cool stuff. So again, you got the No Cheese Orchestra. If you're into that more like kind of big band type of thing, if you're interested in world music, check out Fee Fi Fo. And if you like kind of power trio fusion with some kick-ass guitar playing, then you should check out Styrocultural Antidote. All right. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of this stuff. Very cool. Pick up the shirt. The shirt's great, by the way. Ronnie, thanks a lot. I've been wearing this quite a bit. So there you have it. NoCheez.com. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. So more stuff coming up. We got more Monsters Den coming up later on. We've got more Monsters Den tomorrow. We've got Martin Popoff back on the show on Friday for a cool little, possibly one of multi-part episode on supergroups. All right. And then, of course, we're in November already. So lots of stuff coming up. Chris Allo and I also will be ranking the catalog of Nightwish and Epica. That's happening probably next week now. Moving that up a week. Martin Popoff and I in about a week and a half. Got a lot more listening to do still. Are going to rank the catalog of XTC. They got so many albums. I've been trying to digest the XTC catalog for what seems like the last year. But Martin's a big fan. I'm becoming a fan, so we're going to tackle that soon as well. We've got new album release shows, new Armored Saint, new Neil Morse. What else? New Motor Psycho, new Fish. So much stuff. New Joe Bonamassa. We got more ranking the album shows coming up too. I got a bunch of things that I'm working on. So stay tuned, all right? Because a lot happening, and we'll see you all soon. Now, by the way, if you like what you see here on the channel, please click on the Ko-Fi link in the album description, in the video description below. I say that every single time. Help us out here on the channel. Keep this train rolling, right? We've also got the link to our merch page and our website. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.